Hello. Man, I remember when the first one of you was created. You were so strange. You didn't look correct. But you know what? I'm sure that you were gorgeous. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. You were a gorgeous individual, I'm sure. What the hell? You know what? I am choosing not to fuck around, not to find out. I am not going to poke the bear. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I am not going to poke the metaphorical bear. I'm not gonna poke the bear. I'm not gonna poke that. I don't want to know. Cause I feel like I'd die. I know that I'm God, but like, no, I don't wanna. I'm just checking in on things, making sure everything's still in order. Okay, the grass, the oh. You people sure do like your grass, huh? Okay, dandelions. Ooh, nope. Nope, not gonna go in there. Not gonna do that. Nope. Dandelions and oh. Oh. Well, anyway, okay, I promise, whenever I created dandelions, I didn't mean for there to be, like, this many. I didn't mean, I promise. I didn't mean for there to be, like, fucking all of them. Oh my god. But I thought I could go a bit exploring, kind of like oversee what realm will soon be mine. Hopefully, if everything goes well, I can not only rule plants, but also my realm could be not realm. My title could not only include like herbology, but it could also include like the history of animals and. Listen, I didn't. Okay, so I did make them, but also I didn't intend for them to grow this rampant. There is so many of them. I think I've seen like 18 of them in like the past 2 seconds that I've been walking here. There's so many dandelions. I didn't intend for them to be like a weed or like for them to be bad. I intended them to be pretty. Like, are they pretty? You have to let me know. Or like, and be honest. Are the dandelions pretty or are they like too much? Hello there. Are they too much? Like, do you think it was too much for a flower? Not walking that way. I mean, I feel like because there's so many of them, it's like it's nice and all. There are a lot. I didn't intend for them to be this many. Like, I knew that there was gonna be a lot, and I knew that there was gonna be like. I thought that they would have spread them out more. You really think that whenever you give somebody something, they're just like, yeah, I'll spread this out a lot. And then it's just like, there's a clump of like 50 of them. And you're like, what? You said you were gonna spread them out. And then it's like, yeah, I spread them out. Like, no, you didn't. That is a clump. Look at that. They aren't supposed to grow. Well, okay, they can technically grow that closely together, but oh my lord, there's more. They can grow that closely together, but it's just like, why? Oh, I forgot that I can fly. I don't want to right now. I don't want to fly right now. But like all different biomes have like different flowers and melons. I forgot that I created melons. I didn't intend to like make melons that difficult to like open. But there are people that like open them with their heads, which is not only dangerous, it's just kind of stupid. And also cocoa beans for cookies. And sometimes you can like crush them and make them into like you can put them in cake, which I've not seen a lot of people do. I want there to be a chocolate cake. I want people to figure out how to make chocolate cake. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's. I look at my creations and I stare at them kind of in awe because I'm like, wow, I created this. I made this what they are. Okay, looks like we're gonna be taking longer. Okay. You know what? I'm still. Listen, I've been around for a while, but yet I am still getting used to like, doing things. Like, I'm still getting used to, like, doing things that, like, I guess I would do if I was, like, I don't know. It's weird. Ugh, goodness. Okay. Ooh. Oh.
Mapped out that side yet, which I need to do. But what? Oh.
Am I interrupting?
No, not at all. Hi.
Hello again. What? Oh, I know what this is for. Ew. Oh.
Then
this is what you're using my creations for, you dickhead. Sorry.
What?
Not you. Not you.
Decoration.
They're not even on both sides. Oh, well, actually, Okay, you can be forgiven this once, you little shit, but he left a trail. Do you know how wasteful it is? I know that you're fucking listening to me. You know how wasteful it is? I spent years making these, and you're using these to make a fucking trail? You whore? Me and him. Not you. None of this is directed at you. It's directed at that bastard. That fucking...
Nightingale didn't do this, if that's what you're implying.
Then never mind. Redirect everything I just said back to you. You motherfucker! I spent years making...
I didn't do it either.
Where the fuck did this come from?
Ulysses.
Oh, that bastard! Alright, that's even worse. He doesn't say a fucking word! I still need to figure out why that is. He hasn't said anything for years. And he creates this. He didn't even... Did he tell you that I said it was okay?
No, I didn't know you existed when he, did this.
Yeah, you know, I really should make myself more known for the people. Anyway. Oh, I've been informed by a plant, that Ulysses used them. Anyway, that fucking bastard. I worked for years. Ulysses, I worked for years. I worked tirelessly to make this lovely flower. Look at its colors. Look at how it blends. Do you see how it blends? Look very closely at it. You see how it blends? See how those colors blend together?
I guess so.
You see how it kind of like contrasts like the green and the purple to the fiery flame flower? Like, see how that contrasts? Kind of makes the bud of the flower like stand out a lot more. Doesn't it?
I suppose.
And they want to use it for decoration.
I mean, they are very pretty.
They're very pretty and they're lovely, but and also it's overgrown.
So? What's wrong with it being overgrown? I thought you loved the plant.
I do, but I like the plants, but I also like keeping them tidy. And also, if I'm gonna be honest with you, the grasses don't count. I created them, yes, and I have feelings about them. But if I destroy them, or if anyone else does destroy them, it's fine. Because guess what? They sometimes will drop the seeds, which give you another plant, which is wheat, which you can make into bread and cake. You can make a lot of things out of wheat.
Yes.
But yes, it's overgrown. I promise, you can cut the grass and I will be fine. I will not smite you down by my own hand. You can cut the grass and it'll be fine.
Okay. Thanks. Awesome.
Sorry,
Okay.
Listen, it's just that these are my creations and I don't like seeing them. It's not that this is used for a stupid reason. Nightingale is lovely, but it's just my flowers.
I know, but, they were used to help worship a very special god. So,
I need you to take one good look at me. What am I,
okay,
Cosmo? What am I?
a vegan. Oh. Okay.
No.
Okay.
What am I?
Okay. Uh, yeah, the god of herbology.
Good.
Tigress.
What is that first word that you said? What is that first word?
God.
Good. You think I don't know who Nightingale is?
I mean, sometimes I wonder.
I Listen, just because I ascended later than a lot of them doesn't mean that they weren't well known before I was ascended.
Okay. Mhm.
Listen,
Got it.
I'm supposed to know about them, so I kind of. There are books on most of them. Some of them are.
Wait, what?
Hmm?
What do you know about him? Please, pray tell.
Well, I know that he is god of death, and he's very much depicted wrong. He's depicted as cruel and evil and mean and merciless and, oh, look at me, I am God, I have power, I can, fucking kill you and no. He's not like that. I can promise you that. He's not going to kill you. He will be there when you are killed, but
yeah, I knew this.
He's not merciless, as they say. He's very kind, and he's quite nice. He doesn't. He's. Listen, I'm trying to put this into the correct words so that I do not get a stern talking to and my ear pulled off.
Right.
I say that he's not mean. I say that he's not mean. But he would pull my ear off if I said something wrong about him, okay?
Yeah, he would. I know from experience, yes.
He's mean when he wants to be, and he is cruel when he wants to be. But for him, that is a last resort. Mostly.
Correct.
And given the circumstances,
yes,
he can be violent, and he can be cruel, and he can be mean. But if not given a reason to, he can be one of the most kind people you've ever met and talked with, and he's helped me a bit with everything that went on with my brother. He helped in discussing what would happen to him and what would happen to me. I mean, look at me. I don't look like a god. I look like a satyr for all I know. I look like a bull, a deer. I look stupid.
You don't look stupid.
My face
sure,
is...
the outfit is a bit,
my
tacky,
face is
but
the
you don't
wrong
look stupid.
color. Okay, my face is... Actually, not even just my face. My whole body is the wrong color in some spots. Like, see? Notice how... Like, you see me?
Yes, I do.
I'm not supposed to look like that. I am supposed to be gray. I'm not gray, am I?
I mean, no. I don't think so.
I'm supposed to be gray. And
why aren't you gray?
Because my brother did some things and said some things that ended up leading to karma hitting him in the face like a fucking freight train.
Oh.
He was charismatic, but for all of the wrong reasons and in all of the wrong ways. He wasn't charismatic as in, oh, he could woo a mortal and, do nasty stuff like kissing and hand holding and all that nasty shit.
Oh, yes, very scandalous. I know.
Exactly, you get me. That shit's nasty. Anyway, so,
yes.
but he was charismatic in the way of he was able to say things. Words came out of his mouth, and they were able to persuade and woo, so to speak, other gods and primordials. And he is why I look the way I do. I have horns. You can't see them. I like to hide them because they don't look the prettiest. They're not the prettiest, okay? They twist and they turn and they're not pretty. And this is not my true form. Because my true form would have scared you in the first time we met on your ship, and that would have not been good. But I present myself like this so that I don't get in trouble again and again and again like I did so many times all those years ago. I'm not a troublemaker. I don't mean to act like I do. I wanted to apologize, actually, upon seeing you and how you were using my creations, the wheat, and all of the stuff. I'm sorry for acting the way that I did. I'm sorry for acting erratic and energetic and sporadic. I promise I'm not supposed to be like that. I just got excited. I mean,
yeah, I understand.
Imagine if your creation, your crew. Imagine that you made a discovery, and you went and told your crew about it, and they were just as excited, and then they stopped letting you express that excitement, and they instead forced you to suppress the excitement that you felt upon making a new discovery, creating something new, and you were forced to suppress it for years and years and years and centuries and decades on end. And then finally, you meet someone years and years down the line, and they're using your creation. They're using your invention. They're using your discovery, and turning it into something new, and into something of the likes at which you've never seen. You would be excited, right?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
That's exactly what I am. I'm seeing my creations used in dyes, in clothes, in flower bouquets for couples, or for funerals, or for weddings, or seeing how the sugar cane that grows can be made into cookies and used in teas and honey, and the bees, how they will use my creations, eat them, and then use that to make honey, and that honey can be used in so many different things, like tea cakes and cinnamon rolls. Have you ever had honey cinnamon rolls?
Mm-hmm, I have.
They're good. And especially when they're right out of the oven. And my point is, you would be excited if you made a discovery and you weren't allowed to express that excitement, and somebody, or another situation where somebody did something and it was bad, and they put the blame on you, and upon being confronted, you were like, oh no, they were there, they saw me do not the thing that they are claiming that I did, and they're just like, oh, and they disregard you and your whole existence, and practically forget and pretend not to know you, even though you've spent so long with them, looking up to them, and they blamed you for something, and that got you in trouble, and it got you in so much trouble that you ended up being punished, not just physically, but emotionally, and you were hurt, and you couldn't find it in yourself to not trust them and not look up to them. But after so many times of fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you, and that game going back and forth of, okay, you fooled me once, you fooled me once, you fooled me, you were fooled all of these times, and you still wanted to trust them, but after enough times, you begin to disregard them and you begin to grow cold to them, right? And that's not stupid?
Right.
That
No,
you
that's not stupid.
disregard somebody who got you in major trouble? You would disregard them too. And upon this person finally getting hit with a freight train of karma and a whole shit ton of catching up to do, they look to you and they're like, but no, they can refute this statement. They can back me up. They can hold me accountable that I didn't do what they're saying I did. And you give them a taste of their own medicine, and you say, I'm sorry, who are you? And disregard them entirely? You disregard them and their actions? And instead, they get hurt. They get punished, and they finally, after so many years, get what they had coming to them. You wouldn't feel bad, right?
I mean, maybe a little bit.
Imagine you looked up to that person as a role model. They were wiser than you. They were smarter than you. They were older than you. They had so much more respect. And yet, when you tried to be on their side and be there for them, they denied your whole existence and left you in the dirt. They left you in the dirt so many times, even though you kept expecting them to come back every single time. But when karma catches up to them, and they get hurt for their actions, you wouldn't feel bad about giving them what they're due and letting them have a taste of their own medicine, right?
Right. Yes, I agree. Oh, I accidentally broke a flower. I am so sorry.
It's okay. I can put it back. I can, oh goodness, where is it? Where did I put it? I had one in my pockets. There he is. There we go. Okay. I'll put you right there. There we go.
So, I guess that happened to you.
It did.
Did it?
It wasn't fun. And back to the original point of how Nightingale helped me in that, after the whole thing happened, I ran to him and I explained everything, and he said, oh no, I saw it. And I want to say I'm proud. He was proud of me? I'm sorry. God of Death, you are proud of me?
I mean, not to brag, but he said he was proud of me too, but carry
on. and he's accepting. Like, I told him all of the stuff that had been happening between me and my brother and, you know, all of this new stuff I was creating, and he was like, I know what I can do. I understand that plants die, and I understand, like, you know, crops die, and people die, and I understand death. I'm not that stupid, or that young. But, he said, okay, I can make you a deal. Yes, gods can make deals with each other, apparently. But he said, I will make you a deal. So long as you can maintain this balance that has been bestowed upon you, your crops will still die. You know, your plants that you have created will experience a life cycle, so to speak. Because, let's see if I can find some. Here. I will, one moment. My mommy's calling me. 1 second. But, as I was saying, if... Oh. Anyway. If we are to... Let's see. Okay, let's move the... Okay, let's do this. Oh.
No, go back.
Go away.
I really...
Oh, okay. Anyway, as I was saying, if we look, okay, so okay. So there's that. Okay, water. See that, and then that. Okay, that would be where the plant's life cycle starts. So it starts its life cycle, and then it grows. It grows, and it grows, and it just continues to grow. And they continue to grow, and they continue to be... They continue to be produced because, well, that's how plants work. They grow into something, and they become something, and then they sadly die. But he said, I will give your plants a life cycle so that when people see them, you know, if plants were to live forever, you would eventually get tired of seeing the same one over and over and over and over again. If the only way to kill a plant was to, you know, break it or, you know, harvest it, you would get tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over again. Right?
Right.
So he created a life cycle for my plants and my creations. He said that I will upkeep this life cycle so long as you can upkeep the balance that will be bestowed upon you. Still don't know what he meant by that, but I assume it has something to do with both the animals and the plants. I mean, my brother isn't exactly in power anymore. He's kind of going through it, but that's a him problem, not a me problem.
Yeah. So, Nightingale kind of created the plant life cycle.
He is why. Funnily enough, he is why. As stupid as that sounds, you know, poisonous potatoes. You know those rotten potatoes that taste bad. He's the reason why those exist. Because he it's not that I didn't upkeep like my end of the deal. I have kept my part of the deal. But he came to me and he was like, you know, some of these humans still haven't grasped that, you know, crops don't live forever and they're not going to. So why not give them a gentle reminder? You know, I'm not going to kill all of the plants. I'm not going to do that to you. But what if one plant in particular had a way that if they were overgrown and like left for too long, they became rotten? And so that is where poisonous potatoes come from. And it's so funny because he was like, you know, what if just one plant? And I didn't even get to pick the plant. He was like, you know, people are using potatoes a lot. Those mortals are using potatoes a lot. So how about we just, I don't know, maybe like make it to where if they forgot to farm their potatoes, they just kind of like got the reminder of, oh, that's a rotten potato. I should have farmed these sooner. And it worked. And those still exist. And it is the funniest thing to me.
That is kind of funny.
And it took a while, but he said that I should restore the balance, and I think he was talking about me, because, well, my brother hasn't been in Rain. He hasn't had godly status for a few decades.
Oh, that's a while.
A few decades.
A while.
7 decades.
Oh,
7.
oh.
He hasn't had
Well,
them for 7, but in those 7 decades, obviously, we can see that the plants are doing great. They are kicking. They are alive and thriving. But the animals, they've become a bit more scarce, and you don't see as much of them as you used to. Years and years ago, there was years and years ago there was no plants at all. There was nothing, like no trees, no grass. It was just
nothing.
like sit hit. Do not look in the fucking tree. No, don't do it. Don't. Thank you. Years ago, there was water, there was sand, and there was dirt. And that was it.
Wow.
There was nothing. And so they were like, okay, somebody's got to fix this, cuz like we have these people and they're just like dying. Like they Cosmo, have you ever heard of a mud pie?
Are people eating those?
Worms included. And
Oh,
sand pies.
sick.
Sand pies and
Sand
clay
pies?
pies and clay pies. Okay, what the fuck is a clay pie? I wish I had an answer for you. They didn't know that clay could be used for like art and not. It's not edible.
No, it's not.
And they
So-
didn't exactly make stone pies. But they sure did fucking try. They made stone tarts. No lemons, no lemons, no glaze, no like, honey and syrup, and it was just rocks in like a pocket. It was just rocks. Like it was just rocks
Why
in like
were
a
we
bowl.
so stupid? Why
I-
were we
yeah.
so
Humans weren't the smartest. But you know what? It's fine, because we eventually got there, and then I was here, and then there were plants. Well, okay, there were animals, waited a bit, and then there were plants. And then there was me.
Oh.
But now I swear to fucking God. But now, with my brother gone, we don't exactly see as much animals. Of course, you can still, like, have a cow and a cow, give them wheat, and there's a baby cow. But obviously, when you're
Yeah,
wandering
like,
about,
you know,
you don't see as
Yeah.
much. And so I proposed an idea to the Primordials and the Titans, and I was like, hey, since he's kind of like not here right now, can I just have that? So far, it's looking good in my direction. Like, it's looking good.
Ooh, okay.
Mainly because I don't think they want to have to, like, appoint another person to do it, because
Yeah.
it's a lot of work. It's also a tad bit I say a tad bit painful. Have you ever do you know what a bee sting feels like? Or like whenever your foot goes, do you have feet? Hold on.
Oh, yes. I do have feet, yes.
Okay, I had to make sure if you had feet or fins. Do you know like when your fins like fall asleep?
My hand. I have fins on my hands, so yes, I know.
Okay. So, imagine like the pain of your limbs like falling asleep combined with the feeling of like 20 bee stings, and put that together times like 89. It's painful.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, it was a time. Listen, let me just tell you, this hair didn't grow itself. I used to have like short hair, and also, I forget, you can't see my horns. Well, the horns I didn't come with the horns. I came with gray and no horns, and now I am not gray and have horns.
Yeah.
But it was weird, and I mean now I'm obviously okay. But I proposed the idea, and I kind of like looked to the moon. I looked to the Titan, to the moon, and I said, "Hey, could I maybe and this is just a thought, like, could I maybe, like, just maybe, have that? And so far, she hasn't said anything. But it's looking good in my direction. Because I asked the sun, and the sun was like, you know what? What?
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Apparently, I was on the Be Right Back stream for like an hour.
No, you're okay. I'm in my Hatsune Miku skin, and I don't think I've been in this the
No,
entire time.
no,
It's
the
fine.
fuck you haven't. No, you haven't.
I saw
That's
Hatsune
why I fucking said don't look in the tree. God damn you. Okay, anyway.
Sorry, Cypress, you were saying.
But yeah, I asked the sun, and the sun was like, well, you know the fucking just, well, like, you know, that fucking thing, just, I think
Yeah.
I'll have to see. I'll have to see. I'll need to discuss it with the others. So, it's looking good in my direction. Like, it's looking good for me.
Good. I'm glad.
But now I
I'll
kind
put in a
of,
word to Nightingale for you.
I kind of want to, like, propose a question, because what counts as an animal? Because there's, like, a thing,
Okay.
there's a few things that I'm like, did my brother really create that, or is that just, like, there? There's a thing, there's a thing that it, like, hey, be nice. There's this thing that, like, whenever you go underground, and you make enough noise, it, like, appears, and it doesn't look right.
What is it?
I don't know if we ever gave it a name, but it's like, it has, like, moss, but it's not like moss, it's like blue moss, and it's glowing, like, it has a slight glow to it. It's kind of cool. Ulysses, you're a whore. Anyway, so it has, like, blue glowing moss, and it can't see. Also, its chest is weird. Its ribs are wrong.
I cannot wait to research this animal. Oh my god.
I wouldn't recommend it. It will toss you into the air.
I
Don't.
think I'm pretty
This
strong.
is just
I can do
taunting
that.
me at this point. Quit taunting me. But it's
I could survive.
you know, I love your optimism. If you keep taunting me like this, I am going to throw you into the sun. Don't think you
Oh my goodness.
You are taunting me with my own creations, you bastard.
I will tell Nightingale on you. I know how.
Do you want me to tell your mom? Our mom? No, I don't need to sleep, fucker. You gotta sleep. Oh, are you yelling at Cosmo to sleep? Is that why?
I'm good. I
Who the
will talk to Nightingale as long as I want to in the late
Who
of
the
nights.
fuck else
You
here
can't
is
stop
going
me.
to sleep? Oh, you motherfucker. Who the fuck else here is going to sleep? Listen, I may not be quite used to being, like, a god, but I know enough to know that I don't have to sleep. Still working on the not having to eat thing. It's weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
But,
So if I was a god, I would not enjoy not eating.
yeah, but it is kind of a little bit of a... Is it kind of fucked up that these are, like, my brother's creations? Soon to be mine?
I think so. A little bit.
Listen, if he can taunt me and make my... And you know, kind of like... If he can be a little shit, I can be a little shit. Thank you. See, Ulysses can be nice sometimes. You broke the dirt.
Sometimes. Oh.
Uh-huh.
I wonder about that god, to be honest.
They're quiet. They don't say a lot. I don't think I've heard them say anything since I've gotten
They
here.
don't say anything.
They don't say shit. They
Like,
use
ever.
books.
They just, like, stare at me and they write it in a book.
They don't say
That's all they
anything. Like,
Yeah,
like
it's
even
kinda
if you
creepy.
think like it's just you or it's just other people, no, they don't even talk to us.
I know, it's weird.
Why are
It's
you using my
weird,
own
I-
creation? What is this? This is rude to me specifically. This is actually rude to me specifically. You can't be ominous to somebody who's already... You know that doesn't affect me, right? You just sound
Wait
like
a
a fucking
second.
foghorn.
Actually, pause real quick. I heard a goat horn.
I wonder whose goat horn that was, huh? It's a mystery.
God fucking damn you.
It's a mystery.
I am going to
But-
hit you.
Aw. But I thought I was a nice mortal who
You're
does
a
no
nice
wrong.
mortal. Whenever you... Yes, it was the axolotl.
I have a name, thank you.
Cosmo.
There you go.
Do you have trauma from
Did I
goat
do-
horns? Oh. Hey, what the fuck is
Oh.
lore?
Oh,
Anyway,
great. Okay.
it's. Listen, Ulysses, you did a lovely job, but please, for the love of fuck, if you're going to use my creations to build something for the god of death, let me know. And also, don't let the fucking grass get overgrown. You motherfucker.
What does it say?
Ugh. Do not taunt my silence. The fuck you mean, do not taunt my silence? You ain't even here. You little shit. Hello? Why are you in the tree? Get out of the tree. Okay, this spider...
I didn't do
Sorry.
anything wrong.
So
God?
about that, you know, I'm sure it's nothing. I'm gonna get a talking to Cosmo. I might get my ear pulled off later. Oh God. Actually, no. You know what,
Whoa.
Ulysses, you don't say shit. What are your words? What? Hi God. Hi. Yeah. What's up? Don't use my shit for shrines and then just not tell me. You have to like tell me first, okay? How
Oh.
fucking dare you? You little...
Is this the new War of the Gods?
You can't... You know about that?
Yeah, I've heard.
You can't just disappear from your fucking problems. You know that? You can't disappear from every problem that comes your way.
Cypress.
Actually...
I am a god researcher. I'm a god researcher. Do you think I don't know about
Well,
the word,
hey,
like, the
hey,
War
hey,
of the Gods?
hey! You shut your mouth. Actually, you know what? There is one problem that you actually, Ulysses, you wanna know? You wanna know the one problem you can't disappear from? Your silence.
Oh, got him.
Don't shoot him now! Not the mortal. Not the mortal. I like the mortal. The mortal's pretty cool. Where the fuck? I like the mortal. No, be nice. Be nice to him.
I'm being targeted.
Don't attack the mortals. We have a rule of this. You don't attack the mortals unless they do some stupid shit. Yeah, you can't fucking shoot me. I'm a god like you. Stupid. Did you forget that? Are those books really that outdated? Do I have to like...
It's entertaining.
Listen, they fight like a child. Have you ever seen like a cat fight where you're just like aggressively like smacking each other like with your hands? Like, have you ever seen that?
Yes.
It's like that.
Yes.
That's what it is like to argue with them. It is just like that. Like, But it's even funnier because, like, I will argue and argue and argue, and I will say my words, and they don't say nothing back. Like, speak your fucking mind. Oh, hello, pig. Speak your mind, okay? Use your words, okay? We were taught that in God school, okay? You gotta use your words. Use your fucking words.
There's a God school?
Are you gonna use your words now? Use your words. They better be nice words. Oh, yeah. You know, I kind of forgot about that. I'm sorry. Okay, listen, I didn't mean to taunt your silence. 1 second.
Lots of flowers.
Oh, my dear. Why?
Is this your way of, like, hurting Cypress?
My
Just
flowers.
placing a bunch of flowers.
Why me? I'm streaming.
Huh?
I'm streaming. Hello.
Hi.
You are writing.
Okay.
Oh, what are you writing? I know, please, God. Please.
Ulysses.
Oh, hi. They're not giving me what they're writing. I wanna know.
Go on. Don't be
They
mean.
also give me a flower.
You know, I'm starting to see why it's important to sleep. Oh, motherfucker.
Oh,
He
okay.
created a bastard creature. What is that?
Oh, yeah, those are,
Ew.
holidays, I can't remember.
Phantoms.
Striders.
Phantoms.
Oh, fine, phantoms.
Not Striders. Come here.
Help. I am not I mean, I am a fighter, but I don't fight these things.
Go to bed. There's a bed over there. Come on. Shoot. Ta-da. Daytime.
Okay. So yeah, thank you for the book saying, basically telling me to F off. Thank you, God bless you.
Do not taunt my
Appreciate it.
silent. Okay, listen, I understand that you are silent for something. Don't be mean. Okay? Let him at least have some freedom to speak his mind. Okay?
I will blow the goat horn whenever I want to, thank you. Oh. Anyway.
Coward!
They gave me an orchid.
Oh. Okay,
Don't know why.
you're slightly forgiven. I will smite you. You can't smite me out of existence.
I think they're meaning me.
Oh. Don't smite him out of
I think
existence.
they could with me.
Not you. He's not a fish.
I am technically fish.
Okay, well, okay. I'm getting rid of your flowers. Okay, well, okay, my flowers, but they're my flowers, but
I think it looks lovely.
not with all of them clumped together. At least giving.
Killing them.
They're my creations. I'm allowed to kill them. Those are nice. Okay.
I forget you're a god. Honestly.
It's okay. A lot of people see me and they don't realize it. And it's a little bit funny to me.
I mean, you're a pretty cool god.
Yeah, I've been told that a lot. There are some that I've had a few interactions with that are a time. There are a few that are
But let me guess, Hondo was one of them? Because he
Oh.
sure is a bitch.
Well, Hondo was interesting,
Oh.
but also they were pretty helpful in the War of the Gods. I mean,
Yeah.
they
considering
yeah, that is
they
kind of like their whole thing.
manipulated, like everyone doing it, so more war would happen. So yeah.
But they were quite helpful. At least from my stance, they were helpful. I don't know about any of the others.
Okay, I will keep my notes to myself.
Were they not nice?
What do you think?
Okay, listen. They aren't nice. No god is ever truly nice. There's always something hidden. Don't read too much into that. But there's
Oh, I am okay.
Hondo was helpful during that time. During the war, he was helpful, and he was a tad bit overzealous, a bit too full of himself. he
that is true.
he spoke a lot of shit and, you know, kind of
Yeah.
not exactly suffered the price, but kind of, you know, it talked a lot of shit, didn't, and got shit right back.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
I'll have to agree with you there.
I want to find. I know that there are my libraries somewhere, and I do have not exactly libraries, but they're collections. I know that my collections are somewhere out there, and I want to find them again, and I don't want to lead them to you quite yet. I don't know if you're ready for that. It is a lot.
I mean, I'm not entirely evil.
No, not that. No offense, Cosmo. I absolutely adore you, and I know that Nightingale approves of you. It's a lot for a mortal to handle. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of knowledge. It's not just like, you know, oh, I'm sorry. It's not like, you know, you find a book on wheat and its uses, and, you know, you find all that. There are some books in there that have knowledge that no mortal could understand, not even the smartest, the strongest, the wisest, the oldest. No one would be able to understand it. It's not because it's written in some. Okay, some of them are written in hidden languages, but for the most part, they're readable, they're legible, and they are a lot. It's a lot of information. It's a lot of knowledge and a lot of things that have been written and kept track of. Because obviously you have to keep track of the things that you've created, the things that you've made, the things that you've seen and experienced. You would keep track of that, right?
Yeah, that's what I do on the daily.
Exactly. And those libraries, those collections are too much. They are way too much. It's too much information for a mortal to know, and even if you wanted to know, you would be dead before you even got a fraction of the way done. Because it's not just like, okay, one collection is here, and that's it. These collections are scattered around the world, and you don't know when you're going to find one. And when you find one, it's not going to make sense. No matter if you think you found the first one, or the last one, or the 86,000th one, none of the books will make sense, and you will never find all of the collections. Not mine, at least. You would never find any. You would never find all of my collections, my writings, my stories. You would die. Your generation would die out before you even got halfway there. I write a lot.
Oh, that's great to know.
It's pretty good to know, because I didn't want to give you any false hope, you know? But
I mean, yeah.
no matter if you were to find one tomorrow, and you were to find one tomorrow, and you were to read the books that you found, read the folders, the files of information, it wouldn't make sense to you. It wouldn't make sense, and then you would find another one, and it has a translation for whatever the books. You would find the translation, and then you'd think that you would understand it, and then you would continue reading, and it would just send you down a mental spiral of confusion. And although insanity is not my thing, it would send you into a spiral of insanity and turmoil. You would eventually self-destruct, and you would not be okay. So, as much as I would love to show you my collections and show you the things that I've written, the things that I've made, it would take far too long. And you are mortal. You don't need to spend your whole life cooped up in a ship, or cooped up on a shrine, or on an island, or just cooped up somewhere and researching, hunched over a desk, hunched over a chest, hunched over a notebook. You're allowed to explore and go out there and see new things and experience new things. You're allowed to do that. So don't hole yourself up anywhere, and don't get so caught up in work or caught up in things that you forget to enjoy yourself and you forget to be the mortal that you are. You can only experience everything once. Make the most of it.
That's a cool outlook on life. I never expected to get today.
I have been told that I have a lot of words, and they're pretty good words. I've been told that a lot.
You have some pretty nice words.
Yeah, I quite like them. It's
I do too.
it's.
Hey, 1 second.
Okay, I know that like I can't see you guys, but you're axolotls, right? You're like axolotls, right? Like that's what y'all are. You're like little guys. Are you guys like little axolotls? Oh my gosh. You guys look so little. Hi. You guys look so little. Ow. Oh, you're so tiny. Look at you. Ah. Do 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 do. You doing
Sorry,
okay?
I zoned out first.
You're okay. But yeah, I don't coop yourself up, and don't get so caught up in research and searching and exploring that you forget to enjoy the things that you have. Enjoy your husband, enjoy your crew, and enjoy whatever creations you come up with. But don't hole yourself up somewhere and don't live alone, and don't live holed up or cooped up somewhere. It's not a good way to live.
I will try to take your advice to heart. Not necessarily going to happen.
Well, then maybe someone will come along and they will tell you, hey, don't coop yourself. Oh my goodness. Maybe they will be able to tell you, hey, you know, don't coop yourself up, and they'll be able to get you out there. And it might be somebody that you're not gonna expect. They could come out of nowhere. You could already know them. You never know who's gonna be there to get you out of the house and keep you social. Who knows? Daisy could drag you by your fins and just drag you to a bakery.
She already has.
Oh my goodness. You know, you never know who in your life, or who isn't in your life. You never know who it is going to be that's gonna be there for you. It could be somebody that you expected to be there for you, and it could be somebody that you're just like, wait, what?
I swear to God, if the fates swayed as I get Achilles to be the one to pull me out of
Oh,
everything,
that's gonna be fucking hilarious. I'm gonna laugh, and I'm gonna probably, like, I am going to laugh. I don't mean to make that sound, like, rude, but I am going to just kind of, like, chuckle a bit, because Achilles, of all people, that sad sack of shit. Have you seen him? I saw him the other day. He was, he
Not in a while.
Oh, yeah. But I got to see him the other day, and my goodness gracious, he is a mess. He's a mess. He's
Oh.
kind of spiraled a bit. He hasn't been okay.
Oh.
But he has been writing letters to someone. I think it's his husband. I think he's, like, writing notes to his husband, but still.
Husband?
Yeah? He has a husband. He had a wife.
He only said he had a wife. He never said he had a husband.
Oh, oh, he didn't tell you.
Yeah, he said his kids were being taken care of by their uncle. He has a husband.
No, I think I might be misremembering. Maybe it's another Achilles. I mean, no, no, multiple people can have the name Achilles. Do you know how many people I've met that have the name Ben?
No, but you were mentioning a sobbing, weeping man. That's Achilles that I know.
Yeah, there's a lot of sobbing, weeping Achilleses.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's one that I got to run into, like, 2 weeks ago. He was having, he doesn't know how to plant cactus. He thought cactus grew on, like, dirt, and he tried to, like, grow it like you would, like, wheat. And then he just broke down sobbing. He was so sad. But no, Achilles, the sad sack of shit, the fish? We are talking about the fish, right? He has a fish, right?
We were talking about the fish, and you mentioned he had a husband. So,
No. There are plenty of gay people named Achilles that are sad sack of shit. Okay?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, that narrows it down to a few people. I know a few Achilleses that are sad sacks of shit that are gay.
Yeah. You were saying the Achilles that I was mentioning, and that you went to go see, and he was sobbing and writing letters to his husband.
I said he was writing letters to somebody. You know, he could have been.
Husband.
He could have been writing letters. He could have a husband. Who knows? I don't. How many he has? Did you count his rings whenever you guys were like sparring? How many did he have?
Had like 3, I think.
Okay, so that couldn't have been him then. Because he has 2, because he has, like, his engagement ring to his wife. The fish Achilles. He has his engagement ring to his wife, and then he has his wedding ring to his wife, which I didn't know there was a difference. Did you know there's a difference? Like, there.
I did know there was a difference.
I didn't. Until I saw him. Like, he had, the dude had, like, 2. So, I don't know who the fuck he has 3, like, I don't know that Achilles that has 3, hey, that... So, hold on. The guy that has 3 rings, did he, like, get married once and then divorced? And then married again? Is he okay? Do I need to have, like, a talk with that Achilles?
No, like, he said his wife died.
Okay, that's so
his kids
sad.
were being taken care of by the uncle. So you're telling me...
Oh.
And I don't make any excuses, because I know you were talking about my Achilles.
Your Achilles! Hold on! Are you his husband? Are you his husband? Does your husband know?
No.
Oh, damn. But his wife died? Oh, she was my favorite! She was my favorite. We're not supposed to have, like, favorite mortals, but in terms, she was my favorite.
So okay, don't defend him anymore. You're telling me he lied to me.
No.
Don't defend him. You don't have to.
Okay. Okay. Listen. You cannot tell any...
Creeper.
Huh?
Anyway, continue.
But you cannot tell fucking anyone that you know this. Please, for his sake and for my sake, please. He told you that his kids were being taken care of by their uncle because he didn't want his husband to meet fate. He didn't want his husband to die. He doesn't want his kids to die. He did it for the sake and safety of his own family.
Why would they die if he told me about his husband?
That is a detail I can't disclose yet.
you talk about, like, literally anything and have no consequences?
It's not that I would have consequences with you, or with him. I would have consequences with the Primordials and the Titans.
Why exactly would you?
You see the sun rising and the moon setting?
Yes, correct.
See how you can't see the sun, but you can't see the moon?
Yes.
Just because they aren't there, and just because they aren't visible to you, doesn't mean they aren't there and they aren't watching. If I were to tell you why he is so worried, he was so worried about telling you about his husband, I would get hurt, and I could meet the same fate as some other gods.
Great.
I
Honestly.
don't think I want to tempt fate either of them. They can't
It's a
sway
metaphorical
me.
concept. Fate doesn't exist.
They do. They've...
If there are, like, some weird gods I haven't learned about yet, then yeah, fate exists. But, like, fate, as I've known, is a metaphorical concept. You okay?
Look. How can I explain this without them kicking my ass? Okay, You know the term, the saying, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist? Schrodinger. I think...
Yeah, Schrodinger's cat.
Schrodinger's cat.
Correct.
So if there's something... You know that something exists. But if you keep your mind off of it or keep your eye off of it, you forget that it exists, right?
Right, correct.
In the sense, it's kind of like that. Just because you don't think that fate exists doesn't mean it doesn't. Just because somebody, something hasn't shown itself to you doesn't mean it's not out there. And it is not scary. There are some gods, some primordials that wish to remain hidden and unseen by the mortal eye. Just because you haven't met fate or haven't learned anything about fate doesn't mean that they don't see you and they are not watching you.
So there is a god of fate, is what you're trying to tell me.
So to speak. There, isn't much knowledge on them. I don't... Hell, I don't even know if they let any of the information that we had on them survive. They weren't too keen of people knowing about them. They like to stay hidden.
So, are they just kind of like a god in the shadows or something like of the times?
God in the shadows works best for them. They're not merciful. They're not evil, but they're not merciful. They judge people accordingly. If you lived a bad life, well, things won't go too well for you in the afterlife. If you lived an honest and righteous life, then you will be okay. They are deceptive, though. They are not what they seem. Should you ever have to greet them, do so with respect. And do not fall for any of the things that they say.
Noted.
They don't look like how you would think. I promise you this is not like a whole like, hey, yeah, by the way, don't trust everybody that you meet because they could be a god, I promise. I am not god of fate. I am god of herbology. I am god of plants.
Yes. That is pretty obvious, yes.
I'm green. But, they don't look like how you would expect. So, please, don't try to search for any information on them. You will not be successful. Even in our archives, there is probably about a sentence that mentions them. And even then, I don't think it is their creation or their end. I think it just mentions their name. They are...
I'm still gonna look far and wide for them. I think you know this.
I've only known you for... what? We've met 2 times, and I already know that you are as stubborn as a fucking mule.
Correct. Yes,
You
at least
are
you're not calling me fish stick. We're all good.
I don't think I want to know, but... Cosmo, for your own sanity, do not. Look me in the eyes. Do not wear yourself out trying to search for information on them. You will not find them. Hell, the last person that they interacted with fucking died. Motherfucker didn't even get a word out.
Oh,
They were spotted and instantly smited. They
that is
are terrifying,
great.
and they are
Mm-hmm.
terror, and they are not merciful. They are not like me. They are not like me. They
Very
they're very cruel. They're
let's write
very
you down an instant.
yes. And for your sake, for you to be smited by not them, but by Nightingale, would bring a lot of despair, for you are a worshipper of Nightingale. For you to be smited by fate would have Nightingale go against some agreements, so to say.
Okay.
So please,
See-
for your
see,
sake
I
and
can
your
read between
sanity,
the lines. I'm gathering information
for
right
your
now,
sake,
so,
for your
yeah.
sanity, and for your life, don't. You are not ready to meet fate yet. You are far too early. Far too early. Like, they just far too early for you. You still have a husband and a Daisy. What is... you still have your crew. Daisy is a subsection, okay? But for your sake, for your sanity, for your life, for your research, please, I don't want to have to put flowers over your gravestone this early. I don't want to have to wrap your body in vines or put mushrooms down next to you. I don't want to have to watch you decompose. Because trust me, that is the hardest part of being the god of plants. Is having to watch and having to help. And I don't want to have to do that for you. Not this early. I don't think I could do
How
it.
about this? For your sanity, I will not research them.
Thank you. And for Nightingale's sanity, I don't think he could do it.
Yeah. It's fair. But I am telling you this. Considering that Achilles is now a lying bitch, I will be finding him as soon
He
as possible.
lied for his family. Please don't hurt him. All
Don't
that I
hurt
ask,
him.
all that I ask that you take from this, from me telling you, is please don't hurt him.
He's hurt me.
He already doesn't want to be around. He doesn't.
Why is he around then? Do tell, please.
No.
I'd love
I don't
to.
think you understand. He doesn't want to be around.
Oh.
In the time that your conversation between you and your husband and him happened. I don't think I've ever seen a man try to hurt himself in more ways. I don't think I've ever seen Nightingale.
I'm having a way more different talk than I was planning on having to with him.
Exactly.
I'm having a way different talk.
He is useful. He's still alive. Kind of because a certain someone won't let him go. I'm god of plants. I'm not god of life. That's not my thing.
That's Vita's job. Yes, I know.
Yes, and Vita wouldn't let him at all. No matter how hard he tried, no matter how hard he screamed and cried, till his throat ran fucking raw from his screaming. She wouldn't let him. And I don't think the Allays would have let him either, because, 2 broke off of their lead.
Oh.
They aren't sentient. No. They aren't sentient. Obviously, they can't talk. They make noises. They chitter. But they were sentient enough, and they had enough knowledge to know that what their father was doing wasn't going to keep him alive. He was doing something, and they broke off their leads as they saw him doing something, and okay, I said 2. All of them broke off of their leads and tossed their leads away. They tossed their leads. They're off their leads. He's not upset at them. He knew what they were doing was for the best for him. Vita and Nightingale didn't want him to. He still has a whole story to tell, and he has so many things that he needs to do before he can ever greet Nightingale with a handshake.
Yes,
You didn't cause this. I don't want to hear it. You didn't cause this.
I helped. I yelled at him.
He's been yelled at before. Worse than you have ever yelled at him, trust me. He is stable. He is... You didn't let me finish. He is stable, but he is afraid. He knows that he hurt you. He knows that he hurt Azrael. He knows things, and he knows that he has hurt people, and he knows that his cycle is repeating, as it always has. His cycle has repeated, and it's repeating and repeating and repeating. He doesn't want it to repeat again. He's gone through the cycle of meeting new people and having to lie to them. He's gone through the cycle of meeting people and lying to them to save himself, to save his family. If nothing else, he just wants his family to be okay. He doesn't want to be the way he is. He wants to have his family back. He wants to have his kids back. He wants to go home. He doesn't want to lie to you. He doesn't want to lie to anyone. He does so to keep himself safe. To keep his family safe, because he has lost his wife. He doesn't want to lose his kids. Because that is one of the last things that his wife not left of it left with them. His wife, his daughter reminds him so much of his wife. He sees her in his daughter every time that they talk, and it hurts him. He doesn't want to lie to you. He doesn't want to lie to you, or Azrael, or Daisy, or Zeus, or anybody. He is doing so to survive. It's not a great way to survive, but he doesn't know any other way. He wants to be friends. He wants to see you guys as friends and as people he can call acquaintances. But he has to lie to you. And I so badly want him to learn differently. But he won't listen. He never has. When you talk to him, please, do try to be gentle.
I will be so gentle. Genuinely. I'm worried about him now.
He means no harm to any of you. He would not harm a hair on your head, a scale on your head, or a feather on Daisy's back, or a wing on Zeus's back. He wouldn't do that. It's not that he's a coward. He is anything but a coward. He just knows what it's like to lose people that you love, and he wouldn't do that to you, or to Daisy, or to Zeus, or to Azrael, or to Zephyr, or to anyone. Sure, he would hurt you. He would hurt you a lot. But he won't kill you. He sparred, and when he sparred and saw that he nearly drowned you, it's why he ran. He ran because he knew that he messed up. He ran because he knew that he was hurting you. When you asked him to meet at the sparring arena and Azrael appeared, it's why he got so flinchy and so skittery, is because he knew that he was going to get hurt. He knew that he messed up. He knew that he hurt people. He knew that he hurt somebody that somebody loved. And he knew that he was in trouble for it. And he's sorry. Gods, he's sorry. The amount of times that Vita and Nightingale had to listen to him scream at the moon that he was sorry for everything he'd done, for every word that he had said. He was sorry for everything that he had done to you, to Azrael, and for betraying Daisy's trust, and he is truly sorry. Him running away isn't him being a coward, it is him knowing that he has messed up and wanting to distance himself because that's all he's learned. He knows that he's messed up. He wants to apologize so fucking badly, but he doesn't know how to put it into words. He doesn't know how to say he's sorry without being threatened with a knife. He's sorry to you, Cosmo. He's sorry to Azrael and to Daisy and to Zeus and to everyone. He wants to care about you, but to do so, he lies. He doesn't want to. He just doesn't know any other way. He doesn't know any other way of defending himself, defending his honor, defending who he is. He truly is sorry, and he wants you to see that. He wants Azrael to see that he's not a threat. He wants to care about you. He wants to talk with you and be on that ship. He wants to be with you. He wants to be with Azrael, and he wants to call you a friend. But to do so, he has to lie. He lies to keep himself and to keep his family safe. Just, he keeps his family safe. He lies. He is going to lie, but just know that those lies are not empty lies. They're not untruthful or stupid or just because he can. Those words that he says, he's not just pulling those from his ass. The lies that he tells are not ones that he's just pulling out of nowhere. They are ones that he has had to tell so many times before. He wants to keep his family safe. And that is all that he could ever ask. He wants to go home. I promise. He means no harm, no death, no ill intent toward any of you. He is protecting himself and his family by lying because it's all he knows how to do. He is as stubborn as a donkey with the wisdom of an owl and the stupidity of a rock. He is not malicious. He is not mean. He just wants his family again. I promise. And you didn't cause this. You didn't cause him to do the things he's done.
I did help cause this.
You weren't a reason. Trust me. He listed the reasons. And in the book, I read, which might have been a little bit snoopy, but I needed it. Kind of. Okay, I didn't need it. I just wanted to see what it was. He gave a list of reasons, and it was... Do you want to know how long that book was? 17 pages, front to back. 17 pages front to back. And in all of the front to back pages that I read, in nowhere did I see your name, Azrael's name, Daisy's name, Zeus's name, Zephyr's name. I saw none of your names. He wants to protect you, and he wants to keep you guys safe, and he wants to consider you guys friends. But you did not cause this.
I'm still apologizing to him, though. I hope you know this.
You can apologize all you want. You can apologize. I cannot physically stop you from what you say. That's not what I am. Say whatever you want to him, but please, just know that he is lying to keep himself safe. I promise you that.
I understand. I understand.
Thank you, Cosmo. He will be okay. I'm sure of it. So long as I can help it, he's gonna be fucking happy.
I would hope so. But I just want to make sure he's okay. Can't believe I'm saying this. I really do hope he's okay.
He will be okay. He may be going through a bit of a time, but he will... He's stronger than most people give him credit for. Did you know that he once took down a raid? Not the raid with the goats and the animals, but he once took down a raid that would have killed his husband. His husband was on the front lines, and he didn't know this, so he jumped in at the last second. He took an arrow to his face. It's why he covers it. He took an arrow to the throat. He took an arrow to the throat. He took a lot of arrows, but when asked why by his husband, he said it was for him. He's stronger than more people give him credit for, and he means no ill intent unless ill intent is due. He's kind of a fuck around and find out.
I can confirm that. Yes,
he's stronger than people know, and he's not as stupid as you think. Most times.
I just want to make sure he's okay.
He'll be okay. He should be alright.
Doesn't sound okay now.
Okay, well, maybe not at this moment in time, but at some point he will be okay. And who knows?
I am still going to find him and, like, throw myself onto him to make sure he's okay.
He will probably scream. But...
Oh, is he not a fan of touch?
No, it's just out of nowhere, you know? Kind of like, if you touch him out of nowhere. I think that scares most people, though.
Yeah, that is fair.
But
still, I am finding that motherfucker, and yeah.
You can do that. But I did have something I wanted to do. Remember how I said earlier that his wife was my favorite?
Yes, I know that.
There's a reason why. She was kind. And she was very brave. And she stood up for a lot of things. She was a fighter. But most importantly, she was a gardener. She visited. I would make gardens, like a clump of plants, and she cultivated them and grew them with such brilliance. And I visited her often. It's how I know Achilles. The flowers at their wedding? You'll never guess who grew those. She did. She grew... I grew the vines that lined the archways, but... I grew the flowers, of course, but she cultivated them and made sure that they grew and they looked pretty. When her kids were born...
Very nice lady.
When her kids were born, they had an obsession with running around and making mud piles, and they had an obsession with irises. Her daughter liked irises. Her son was much like Achilles. He liked lilies. And when she died, it was obviously a lot. I couldn't attend the funeral. I couldn't make myself known back then. I didn't look... I didn't have the ability to, show myself like I am doing to you. I wasn't able to do that. I didn't want to scare her kids. Didn't want to scare Achilles. But I waited, and over time I had vines wrapped around her body, and above ground I had a patch of some of her favorite flowers growing there. And I had her favorite tree. Did you know she had a favorite tree? She liked
That's nice.
she liked dark oak trees, and it just so happened that that's where her grave was. And I had one grow, and it was very stubborn. It sprouted plants, it sprouted twigs, it grew around her original gravestone. And it now serves as her gravestone. The plant, the her grave now flourishes with life and plants and animals of all kind. And Achilles wants to visit it again. He wants to see her again. But he can't go home quite yet. He still has a few things he needs to do. But once he gets to that grave, oh boy, it's gonna be a crying fest. I'm gonna need to, like, make some, like, sheeps.
I mean, that is very understandable.
Like, maybe, like, some sheeps for, like, I don't know, like, tissues. But his story isn't over. It's far from it. And I hope that you'll be in his story a bit more.
I hope so too.
Thank you, Cosmo.
If I can bring myself to it.
Oh, you're stronger than most people would give you credit for. I'm sure that you can do it. I'm sure that you could pull it off.
Thank you again for telling me about that.
Yeah, I'm sure that he would appreciate it.
Yeah, I will definitely about him.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. He definitely might need it. I, on the other hand, get to have I get to have a talk with someone. And here's hoping that everything goes well and I can... I want an update, and I want to see if I'm any closer to taking over, you know, reign of the animals as well.
Well, I sincerely hope that you get it. I will pray to any god I can think of.
I sure hope so too.
For you.
I'm hoping that, you know, the primordials can see that I was a lot better than my brother.
You think?
Ah, well.
He's doing a wonderful job.
I mean, he wasn't exactly the best at doing his job.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cosmo.
Hey.
Yeah.
I hope you have a safe journey home. If you have a phone, that is.
I mean, yeah, I kind of just wander, but you have a safe trip back to your ship, and tell Daisy that she needs to add more water to her cookies. They're gonna go stale quicker.
Oh yeah, I will definitely tell her that.
And be sure to also tell Daisy. It's helpful to keep a terracotta, a soaked terracotta disc in with the brown sugar, so that it doesn't solidify.
Ooh, I didn't know that. I'll tell her that. She'll be happy to know.
Yes. Well, thank you for today, Cosmo.
Thank you again.
Have a safe trip home, okay?
You too.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
You too. No, it was good to tell him. Achilles shouldn't have to suffer in silence. No one deserves to suffer in silence like he did. He's gonna be okay. I'm sure of it. That is lore. That is lore. Wee. We. Oh. Well, shit.
Hi.
Hello there.
Oh my god. I saw. I heaved.
I die a lot. Oh my god, I die like 1,000 deaths.
I cried. Actual tears.
Oh my god.
Actual tears.
God, him just being like obviously there are he did say things. Here's your lovely little lore hint. The things that he said were for a reason. He said the things that he did for reasons. And there are some things that he said that y'all should really pay attention to. Pay attention to some things that Cypress said. Tee. Pay attention to those things. I do. I kind of like die a little bit because I'm just like, God, my whole monologue of just like he lies for a reason. He's not just lying to like pull shit out of your ass. Like he's not just lying for no reason. I promise.
The realization crossed my head. I was like, yeah, he's not okay. I'm like, what?
Just like, yeah, no, the dude has done some things to himself, and he's not okay. Just like, I'm sorry, fucking wit. Like, yeah, he's not okay.
I thought he was just an asshole.
I thought he was just a little bitch. Like, no, he wasn't a little bitch.
I'm finding where this motherfucker lives, and I am.
I'm gonna aggressively poke him. Like, are you okay? The answer to that is no, by the way. The answer to that is fuck no.
Oh boy.
But yes, I can't wait. I can't wait for that whole, Achilles and Cosmo. Like, yeah, that's gonna go great. That's gonna go great, guys. It's gonna go great.
You know, it is. It's gonna go like.
It's gonna go great. They're gonna have a chat. They're gonna like have a little chit chat. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and nothing goes wrong.
Okay, I am gonna send my. Where are you? I'm gonna send my chat off real quick. I will be right back.
Okay, I will be here.
So, yes, chat. Where can I send you guys off to? Where would you guys like to go? Where are we going to? Let me see. How about... You know what? We're gonna go over to Sherb. We're going to say hi to Sherb. Sherb is doing some EOD things. So before I head off, go get water, get food, take a break from your binder if that is something you need to do, get meds if you need to as well. Get some water, get some hydration, take a break. Make sure that you do a lovely little posture check, straighten your back out a little bit. And I will see you guys all next time, which could be very soon. I mean, this is my second stream that I did today. But I will see you guys all next time, and who knows, maybe next time will be Tavern, maybe next time will be Cosmo and Achilles. Both of those times are gonna go great, I'm sure. Teehee. Anyway, yes, take a break from your binder if that is something you need to do. Hydrate, get a shower, get rest, if it is late at night for you, or if you just need to get rest, go get rest. And I will see you guys all next time. Go say hi to Sherb for me, or, well, Ajax. Go say hi to Ajax for me. And remember, be nice in chat. Be nice, or else I will get your toes, okay? So, you guys go have fun. Bye-bye.